Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Zareth Walks in the Mud. It's a little bit rainy outside. I'm not crying, guys. It's just raining on my face. So yeah, I'm just talking here about, we're going to talk about Datacrons. Datacrons are out. All these crons coming out, guys. This isn't the new strain of COVID or anything, don't worry, that I know of. Maybe it is. Some people are actually gonna call it worse than COVID. I don't know. There's a lot of anger in the community right now, and let's address a little bit of it. I'm on my work lunch break, so I can't really pull up all the screens and stuff. But there's these Datacrons that have been leaked by the beta testers, it sounds like, allegedly as a whistleblowing thing. That's what Arnold says, at least, and maybe that's true. I don't know. It looks a little bit sketchy on a lot of levels. In fact, these different stat boosts. I think the worst part of it is that you might not get the right character. If you don't get the right rolls, you might just keep rolling the dice, and maybe you'd get the right character, and maybe you never do. Maybe you get the right stat rolls, maybe you never do. And I think, to me, that's the scariest part. Like, I don't really know what to make of that. Like, it seems like it could be highly problematic. I think that people are taking it a little bit far as well, though. People are saying this is a lease system where you spend all your resources and, to roll these cool, like, quasi-mod sort of things, and that we're supposed to, eventually, after 3 months, then these things just disappear. So, like, imagine rolling a plus 25 speed mod. You're like, oh, this is awesome, and CG's like, oh, you can use that for 3 months, and then it's gone. Like, that would suck. That would devalue mods quite a bit, and that's what this kind of feels like. It looks like, at least initially. We don't know what resources it takes to roll them, though. We don't know how free to play friendly it is. We just don't know. We have no idea. It's the resources thing, I think, is the thing that makes a lot of people angry. Like, they're leasing us the game like it's a mobile game and it's just a lease. I mean, realistically, though, how much of this game really is a lease? I mean, okay, I can go spend $150 to buy Relic 9 right now, and that's a lot of money. Honestly, to me, that's a ton of money for one character that, I mean, because once Relic 10 is released, which it will be, and Relic 11 and 12, if the game keeps going, that's just the reality, guys. Or another form of progression will replace it, who knows. But one way or another, people used to pay $100 to get to Gear 12. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but how much of our investment is already ruined by the nature of this game anyways? I mean, realistically, if I spend $150 on Relic 9, in 3 years, people are going to be like, wow, so how's that $150 investment doing? I'll be like, well, I have about 70 Relic 9s, and most of them I acquired through the game for free, except for the ones that I paid $150 for at the start. Like, so already, I mean, this game already devalues our investment. If you want to play that game, I mean, it's not everything's leased in a way. Yes, these things will just disappear, and I don't love that idea. I like the idea of being able to hold on to the good things that we have, that we spend resources on. On the other hand, I don't necessarily think it's the end of the world. I also think that these cool things that disappear will disappear for everyone. I think I would like to have some kind of equality of, I would like everyone to get the same Datacrons, though. If you put in the work, you put in the effort, you get the same Datacrons. I think that would make for a more fair and competitive environment, instead of like, well, I never could roll up Ray, and I needed her So I guess I won't do well at GAC for a couple months. You know, that's the problematic thing to me. If it's relatively easy to get Ray, then, you know, cool. We don't know. We don't know. Like, let's go get angry, shall we? Because we don't know. Or let's just not get angry. I don't know. Here's the other thing. People keep saying, like, this isn't what we wanted. I've seen a few different streamers. CG, we wanted this. We, the player base, want this. We need this. We demand this. This isn't what's good for the game. This is going to break the game. It's going to kill the game. And I'm just going to tell you guys, I don't think we as players can know what's good for this game. I don't think we can know. I don't think it's possible to know because we don't have the data. I mean, this may be a huge blunder, and I will just say on the surface, it really looks like it sucks. I don't think I personally love this, at least from the initial limited view that we get. I don't love this. On the other hand, I think that we also don't know what's good for this game. People are like, man, Gear 13, terrible for this game. Relics, horrible for this game. Just horrific. People panic. They hate it. And I get it. I'm the same way. I'm like, hey, those pitchforks, torches look pretty nice right now, for sure. I get that. I get wanting to do that. On the other hand, so this is something that people contend with me about a lot, and I guess I don't understand their argument. They say this game only exists because of the IP, and that could very well be right. I mean, I doubt I'd be playing this game at all if... Hold on, this is loud, isn't it? Okay, so sorry about that. I'm going under an overpass there, but I don't think I'd be playing this game if it wasn't Star Wars. However, it's not like I play this game and I feel like I have to play this game because it's Star Wars. I play this game because it's fun, I guess. I mean, it is. I really enjoy it. It's a Star Wars game that I love. But it's not just the IP of Star Wars. If the IP of Star Wars was enough to make a game last long enough, like last forever, how many mobile games have gone down the drain? I've played a few of them, and they're gone now because they've been mismanaged. CG hasn't mismanaged it yet. This has lasted an unprecedented amount of time for a game like this. They've made good decisions, at least in terms of keeping the game around and keeping the game fun. I've been enjoying the heck out of it. So, is this... I don't know. Maybe they're blundering here. There's always... Just because they've made good decisions in the past, whether or not we want to admit it, whether or not this may be a huge blunder, there's always room for that. There's always the possibility that this is their first, or I mean, they've made bad decisions too, sure, for sure. So I don't mean to just protect them. I don't think the player base knows what it wants, not consistently, not as a whole. A lot of you guys want stuff I don't want, and vice versa. We can all agree to disagree, that's fine. But CG has the data. They're operating off of data, and yes, it's all money driven. Of course, it's a company. And yet, they've kept the game enjoyable. A ton of people who are free to play are still kicking some serious ass in this game. Look at that, that tree looks like my hair's all spiky. Huh? Alright. Anyways, I think we should wait and see, because at the end of the day, this is also not the official final version. It isn't. This is a version that is being tested. It has testing at the end of its name because they intend to change some things. They're going to balance things because they want a healthy game, because that benefits them. If people don't like the game, they're not going to spend money on the game. They're not going to make any money. So, at the end of the day, I think we should maybe just cool off a little bit. Go walk in the mud. Guys, cool down. Think about it. This game has been going for a while. You may decide to hate CG for various reasons, and that's fine. It's all your choice. I think, though, that every time the community has overreacted and panicked and raged, including myself, I've done the same a few times, it's been a little bit misguided, and things have turned out to be significantly different than the way people had seen it initially. So, that's my thought, guys. I'm out of breath. Walking and talking is hard, apparently, and holding a phone up, but let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to hear, guys. I feel nervous, too. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's time to say things like, CG just wants me to quit. CG's trying to make me quit. They hate me. They hate their players. It's crazy, man. The developers, the majority of the people making decisions about this game, truly love Star Wars and love this game. It's driven by money, and that's frustrating a lot of times. I don't think this is the time to panic. Let's get more details, and then we'll panic together. We'll have a panic party. It'll be great. It'll be better than a pants party, you'll see. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Thank you all so much for watching. And remember that in all things, Zareth still has to turn around and walk in the mud some more on his way back. See ya.